Paul, a 1-0 defeat here at Bristol City this afternoon. What are your thoughts having come out of the dressing room?
Yeah, pretty disappointed. I didn't I said it in every other interview, so I'll stick to my mantra. Really, that we're just struggling. Really, it felt like a game too much for us. These 4 games in quick succession. We just looked off it today. I didn't think we won many challenges. We didn't play forward enough. And I just didn't think that was representative of us, really. We've got obviously illness in the camp and injuries, and I know every club has them sort of things, but it does feel like it's hit us hard and it has drained a lot out of the lads. And I think that was evident on the performance. We tried to make as many changes as we could. We tried to get more energy into the team, and sort of the more we tried, not the worse we looked. That's not fair on the subs, but the more we tried, we seemed to have less effect. So there was some very tired bodies out there for both sets of players, I think. We just didn't do enough to really put a glove on them to come away with 3 points.
To lose to a set play must be pretty galling, because we know how much emphasis you place on them, and as well because you'd started pretty brightly and got in some good areas from an attacking point of view.
Yeah, I thought we started really well, thanks, especially after we didn't start well at Sheffield Wednesday, so we've been discussing that, and it's a bit like, we sort that out, but then don't sort that out. So, I thought we started well, thanks, and I thought, the game was quite close. They score a set piece, that gives them a bit of confidence. We have a really good chance. In fairness, Nat connects really well, but the keeper makes a save, the keeper makes a couple of saves, and I always thought we were going to get back into it. And then the longer the half went on in the second half, we just looked... it looked like to me we just looked a bit jaded. Some of the players looked tired, and I understand why, and then you try and put fresh legs on hoping it's going to have a successful outcome, but we didn't get any better, really. That's probably the nicest way to put it. We didn't create any more real cut chances apart from a couple of set pieces, and but we didn't do enough. That is my honest opinion.
It's been a demanding schedule, and you mentioned there you've had illness and injuries as well, and when they're sort of mainstays like Erin Cashin, Ibu Adams, it has an impact, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Look, it feels really, obviously I'm an emotional guy, it feels really raw after defeat. All the people who kindly came to support the team today, I don't think we were representative of our club today, as in like that's not how we want to be remembered. I just think, like I said, I think it's the end of the 4th game. Lads had nothing more to give, and we are missing key players, which is disappointing. But I'm looking forward to welcoming them back and seeing our team perform at a better level to give ourselves a chance. So, look, at 1-0 set piece goal, they had more chances, as did we. But it's disappointing to concede off a set piece, and it's just disappointing. I just didn't think we'd done ourselves any justice today, really.
And that's something that you've very rarely said about your group at Derby, so it's not like it's a recurring theme or anything like that. Is it just, like you say there, maybe it was one game over the festive period too far?
Well, that's what it feels like now, and I'm not trying to positively spin. You can tell by my face I'm not trying to positively spin. I hope that is the case. I don't want that to be a trend, quite obviously. And look, we've been really good at home, and I think we've been pretty good on our travels, but today that's the only logic I can put to it at the moment. Like, we started with a 4-3-3, we played a lot with a 4-3-3, we played a lot with a 3, and we changed to a 3. But we still didn't really have enough control in the play, and I didn't feel like we took enough risk on the ball, weirdly. We played a lot in our own half, a lot along the back line, and they came after us, and I didn't feel like we missed the press out enough and got up the pitch enough. So I'm hopeful that, a week's training we can get back into lads, maybe have a new face in, or a player come back from injury, which would be great to help us out, because it felt like today was a day where, in my head it was a day where like Wardy would come on out wide right, Corey Blackett would come out on wide left, and you could really have a go at them, and unfortunately we didn't have that with us today, and it felt like when we were making changes we probably didn't have enough attacking threat, I think is fair.
You haven't got a league game now for 2 weeks. I appreciate you've got the FA Cup at Leyton Orient next weekend. In some ways, is that a good thing for not necessarily a reset, but maybe a bit of a refresh from certainly from a mental perspective as well before you tackle the next couple of months?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I love an FA Cup game, by the way. Just let me put that out there. But to not have a league game for a couple of weeks, not to look at everyone else's results, and doing all that is quite nice. And like the group are just like exhausted, really. So I think that they listen to my voice every day for the last 10 days. I think they've had enough of me. So it'd be nice just to refresh. It'd be nice to have an FA Cup game and enjoy that for what it is. It'd be nice to be able to, refresh in the team a little bit. And it will also give you, I don't mean a lull, but it will give me an opportunity to help to strive to strengthen the squad. So so hopefully next couple of weeks we'll bring in a lot of good news, a lot of fresh faces, a lot of old faces, as in we know them. But and then we can really attack January and get back to how we've been doing.